The IELTS Speaking Module Cue Card, which is describe a website you often visit. On this particular question, today we will understand how the marking areas are generally done for all the cue cards. So we will go through 7 different marking areas and then we will study the words related to this particular question. All these words you can nicely and confidently use in your own sample answer. Following this again, for every bullet point, I have developed a few phrases. You can use them in your own sample answer. And at last, we will study a full length sample answer. This is what we are going to do in the small session of speaking module cue card question. Fine. So let's begin. What are we supposed to do in the cue card question? The answer need to be very simple and very clear. You have to just focus on elaborating all the bullet points. I insist the focus is elaborating on all the given bullet points. What is the question today? Describe a website you often visit. We have been browsing or we are browsing n number of websites every day, right? So you can select one and you have to speak on it. The following questions are what it is about, how you found about it, how often you visit it, and why you often visit it. Okay, before getting into all these questions, maybe the question is easy or maybe the question is difficult for you. First of all, understand the marking areas because I want everyone to get a beautiful score and it is very, very possible. Very, very possible. So what are those marking areas? First thing is understand the topic very clearly. Read the cue card carefully and underline the key points so that you can elaborate on it very clearly. Next, use the 1 minute preparation time very wisely. Say that you have 3 or 4 bullet points. So for that, make a note of at least 4 or 5 keywords or ideas so that you get a small idea on how to talk and elaborate it. Follow a clear structure. Don't go heavy-shavy. Start with a nice introduction, expand the main points, and give a conclusion. And this is what no one does actually. Not even one good student will work on this area properly, students. They never start with a nice introduction. All they start is, thank you for this question. I am happy to speak about this question. This is what they generally say. And please, this is never your a good introduction. So please don't start with that. Next, expand the main points. Whatever the bullet points are, like when did you see it? To explain it properly. When, what was the situation, where was the time, what was the day. Okay, so these are all the things on which you have to elaborate your answer. We don't do that and we just say that I am unable to develop a story, I am unable to speak, my answer is not reaching the time limit of 2 minutes. Why it will reach when you're not speaking, right? And when you're closing it, give a nice conclusion. For example, the question is about your best friend. Then say at the end that I am very lucky to have a friend like this. I will never miss his friendship. I never dream of missing the friendship bond we have. So, some nice sentimental sentences which act as a conclusion. Don't abruptly stop your answer. Okay. Now, after this, what are you supposed to do? Speak for full 2 minutes. Stretch your ideas. How? Put examples, reasons, and small stories also. Okay. Now, don't always fall for idioms and strong words. Only idioms and strong words don't give a good score. Just understand the simple logic. Your English is not good and you are forcefully incorporating idioms in your answer. Do you think you are going to get a good score? No, it is just the vice versa. Avoid the big or confusing words. Focus on fluency and clarity, which is more important. And again, I assure you, no one does this. Everyone is behind chasing the vocabulary and idioms and struggling, which is not at all required. Next, don't memorize your answers. But again, please understand the statement properly. That does not mean that you have to just abruptly start your answer. Everything needs preparation. Everything needs preparation. Everything needs a rehearsal. So, what is the meaning of this? Draft your answer, rehearse your words, speak your words again and again so that you tend to be sounding natural. Try as if you are telling a story to your friend. When you're telling a story to your friend, what happens? Aren't you too much excited? Aren't you using too much emotions in your story? Yes, this is what you have to do. But on the other hand, we consider the examiners as our enemy and we don't ever speak only. The last one is focus on common topics. If you're not able to pick up a great topic on the very first note, then try to speak on some familiar topics like your favorite place, your favorite person, your experience, something like that, so that you can elaborate. Once you are used to it, then pick up the cue cards. Okay, now after understanding the scoring aspects, now I consider all my students who are watching this video session do bring a change. Unless there is a change, it is only that you watch one or the other video and keep watching and watching and watching. At the end of the day, it is only the time you have given but nothing you have taken. Coming to the question, describe a website you often visit. When you are speaking on this, some related words are very important. So the words which are related to the website are informative website. Informative website. How was the website? Informative website. If you are not getting the words, keep the words very simple. It was or it is very informative. Or you can go again being very simple. It is full of information anyway round. At the end of the day and at the end of the learning, it should be your convenience. Right. Next, it is user-friendly interface. So you can say the interface is highly user-friendly. If you're not getting even this, or you can say it is user friendly. Now, this is a very common word when you use a website, right? Next is easy to navigate. Navigate, easy to work on it. Visually appealing. Appealing is attractive. Next is updated regularly. Other word which you can use is reliable source. Reliable means I can depend on it. I can depend on it. Next word is content rich. The content is very high. The content is very good. So the correct word is content rich. I can use the website on my mobile also. So for that, use the website on my mobile even. So it is called mobile compatible. Compatible is very easy to use. Other words can be the home page, the landing page, then it is blog posts or articles, the forums and discussion boards, subscription based or free access, and then it is algorithm driven recommendations. Very nice and very strong word. Once we refer a site, automatically we are getting related of it. So that is called as algorithm driven recommendations. The online platform, the various types of websites which you can mention in your sample answer. For example, an educational website, for example, like Coursera or Khan Academy. Then it is the news portals like the BBC and the Hindu. E-commerce sites like the Amazons, the Flipkarts. Then it is the social media platforms like Instagram or Facebooks. Entertainment sites like the YouTube and Netflix. Language learning sites like Duolingo or IELTS Liz. Then it is the job portals like LinkedIn and Naukri. Similarly, after understanding the words, when you're answering each and every bullet point, so again, here are a list of phrases which you can use, anyone, for your answers. When you're talking about what it is about, then you say, the website I often visit is called. Try to write down one or two expressions or the phrases from the site. Make a note and rehearse them and use it in your own sample answers. The following phrases it mainly focuses on. It mainly focuses on. Next one is it offers a wide range of content such as. It offers useful resources related to. Then it is the site is all about helping users to learn the phrases, write it in your notes and keep rehearsing them. Rome was not built in a day. You have to give some practice. The next bullet point, which is how you found out about it. So I came across it while searching for. I came across it. That means I knew about this when I was searching for something else. Another one can be one of my friends recommended it to me. Always use the S here. So it is one of my friends recommended it to me. It is already done. So it is always in the past tense. I found it through a social media post. I found it through. Found through. That is the phrasal verb. So don't forget the word through there. Next is, if you want to use a little strong English, though not required, only for our understanding, and if you can, then please go ahead. The word is, I stumbled upon it by accident. I stumbled upon it by accident. Good. Then it is, my teacher or mentor introduced it to me. Very good one. Next, how often you visit it? I visit it almost every day. So here you have to use the adverbs of frequency. How it was? It was every day. Other expressions can be, I check it out a few times a week. A few times. Don't say few times. It is a few times. Whenever I get some free time, I open it. Again a good word. Whenever. Whenever. You are speaking to show your language. So always be smart in using the language there. And to use it, you have to be very natural with the usage. And that comes with again practice. Next one. It has become part of my daily routine. Every day I use it. Then it is, I use it quite frequently, especially when. This is again a very good style of speaking. For the next question, which is why you often visit it. So it helps me stay updated with the latest, or the content is extremely helpful and easy to understand. I find it very engaging and informative. It saves me a lot of time and effort. I have learned a lot from this website. I have the short form. I have learned a lot from this website, and it really suits my learning style. Or the last one, the site keeps me motivated and focused. Now, when you're speaking, apart from the phrases, you need to have a set of connecting words, so the transition words. So here are the list again, which I read it out. To be honest, In fact, moreover, as a result, on top of that, what's more, one of the best things about it is I would definitely recommend it to others. Now the sample cue card with a full length answer and a clear explanation. Of course, the video is going to be a little lengthy because I am going to explain every word. So don't just give up. Hold your patience, listen, learn, and execute. The question which reads, describe a website you often visit. No, don't start your answers like that. So the good way to start is directly jump onto the topic. That itself is a very good introduction. So here we say, one website I often visit is YouTube. Or you just reverse the sentence and say, YouTube is the website which I often visit. Any way round. A very good sentence. Now you are extending it. What is YouTube doing? Which is, you are making the pronouns used here and you are giving with an explanation. So which is a popular online platform that offers a wide range of video content. A wide range of, don't forget the article A here. Right. Then it covers almost everything from educational tutorials and motivational speeches to entertainment, music, and news. What it does, you are speaking about all the details it gives. Personally, I mainly use it for learning and self-improvement. What are your reasons to use? So it is for learning and self-improvement. The first bullet point is nicely answered. What it is all about. Very nice. Now, the second part, which is how you found out about it. So going slowly and very clearly in detail. I first discovered YouTube many years ago when I was searching for some English grammar lessons online. This is all in the past tense. So the answer is also with all the past tenses used. I clicked on a random video. And since then, a very good connecting word here. And since then, I have been hooked. A very good language again. What is being hooked? That means I have been attached to it. I have been devoted to it. I have been following it. The algorithm quickly started recommending content based on my interests, and that's how I came across many useful channels like BBC Learning English and so on. So, this is how your story is with all the good words. The following bullet point, which is how often you visit it. So, it is I visit YouTube. This is the fact. So, it is always in the simple present tense. I visit YouTube almost every day, especially in the evenings after finishing my work. So again, a very clear and elaborative answer from a very general statement to a specific statement using the word especially. It has become a part of my daily routine. Whether I want to relax with some music or learn something new, I always turn to this website. Turn to. Again, a good word like the word have been hooked. Okay. The more interested you are while listening to the sessions, the automatically the words get into your mind, children. There is no hard work also required. All is keep your ears wide open and grab the word, absorb the words. That's all. And the words are all yours. And the very next thing is start executing it. Start writing your own sample answers or rehearsing your own sample answers. The following question, why you often use it? Now that being the last bullet point. How or why you often use it? What are the reasons? So the phrases, the main reason, very good. It is not only the answer which your examiner is listening to, but all the phrases and expressions and the words. Okay. The main reason I visit it so often is because it's extremely informative and user friendly. The videos are short, engaging, and to the point. It saves me a lot of time, especially when I am preparing for competitive exams. What I also like is that the visual format makes learning much easier than just reading. What I like, what I also like is again a good phrase to learn. What I also like is that the visual format makes learning much easier than just reading. So you are comparing this with the reading part and you say this is what it is so good about. Okay, now the concluding line, which is very important again. Now don't say again, thank you for giving me this question. No, not required. Okay, so the last line here is, to be honest, I would definitely recommend this website to anyone who loves learning or wants to stay updated and entertained at the same time. So it is a two-way dhamaka. It is not only to stay updated but also to learn something new. Okay, that was what our full and sample answer with loads and loads of words and phrases and expressions, all for you to prepare a beautiful answer. And I assure you, a beautiful score is just your preparation away, is just your confidence away. In the following video, we will be coming up with all the point bullet points to speak for the follow-up round questions on the similar topic. See you in my next class. Happy learning until then.